Okay, doesn't mean this will be World War III, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Love and Light people. I haven't looked into their. I think that we can all get along, or maybe not. Yeah, some of those should probably live out in the Middle East and actually feel what the real world is like, instead of just sitting in their comfort zone of whatever that is. Yeah, La La Land, basically. Yeah, it might get actually worse over there. It's a war, so yeah, I think it had to happen no matter what, because negotiations weren't working. If negotiations are working, but there's too much of a chip on the shoulder for the Ayatollah, so he just wasn't going to give in for obvious reasons. I can't believe he's been there that long, and I guess that position. I didn't realize he was the. I thought they had different Ayatollahs. I didn't realize that was the same guy. Shows how much I've been paying attention. But yeah, this is gonna get. It might get actually pretty nasty, actually. So we'll see. Well, because the Iranians have nothing to. Well, the military that's fighting back, they have nothing to lose. So what do they care? So yeah, that can get really out of hand. Not that this would happen, but if China, some reason, does anything, they start a war anywhere, or with the U.S. or something for whatever reason, then it's game over, man. Not that they would, but I feel if China get involved for some reason, if they want to attack the U.S., now's the time to do it. Not that they'll do it, but then it's just, Jesus. There's no stopping any of this. So, and even with Iran, yeah, it's still going to be, yeah. And then I know they say like the U.S. is with Israel and all of that, but it's, aside of that, something has to give at some point, because we're not going anywhere. Something needs to happen, either like negotiations and make peace, and then things can happen for that and happen. So in this world, this world is it's a paradise for some people. I don't think people are really seeing this place for what it really is, but whatever. Of course, if you're the secret space program people, imagine there's like a Mars facility there that was knocked out, and a bunch of cloning farms and all that, and super soldiers that live on the moon were discovered or something. I couldn't help it. I'll probably get more views talking about that. And can you prove all this? Well, I saw in a remote viewing session or I just pulled it out of my ass, basically. That sounds pretty cool, though, when you think about it. At least, the war part's not good. No, that's not good. So anyway, I guess it's for some people, that's where their minds are to get through all of this. But yeah, this is kind of a big deal. It's hard to say where this is going. Nobody knows. Yeah, I don't think the Iranians, the ones that are causing this fight, they're not going to give up anytime soon. So, Fritzy's here. So, yeah, it's going to be, and sleeper cell is possible. I'm not, it's possible in the U.S. I guess we'll see how that goes. I mean, like I said, they got nothing to lose. So, we'll see. With the U.S. economy, it's going to take some hits for obvious reasons. But then, of course, the stock market will probably do better than usual because of market manipulation. So we'll see how that goes. So, this Iranian thing, I don't know how the Love and Light people are going to handle it. I don't know what the message was like. Oh, there's not going to be no war. Oh, we're going to get to the new Earth somehow. Well, I guess not. Well, I guess you get there, but you have to go through this first. So we'll see where this turn with this, you know. Yeah, I don't know how people can see the future of this. I mean, I guess you see different versions of it, but I can't imagine it getting much better. A cat here. Let's see if I can move her. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, big cat. Sorry about my feet. There she is, Miss America. So, the other thing is witchcraft. Elena Denon does a lot of that. And witchcraft is, very tricky. So, yes, you don't have to always do, well, you do spells, but you can do it in your mind. You don't necessarily have to have candles and all that. But it is a common phenomenon. Especially, it depends. It's all this, like a scorned woman that's like the one I talked about, the soulmate energy, get abused. I think it's like somebody that was wealthy, I guess. Got abused or whatever, got used. And I think there was like an abortion. Yeah, not good. And then he became a stalker. He broke up, he became a stalker. This stuff I'm picking up on. And it became kind of like one of the worst stalkers he could have, basically. And it's all fueling a fire of rage within her, such that she has an abortion, which I'm not sure, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, it's like a miscarriage that ended up as an abortion. And, you take all of that. You have this psychopath that's a stalker. So take all of that, it's like a bitter rage, which creates, obviously anger and just, it's like witchcraft, witch manipulation, selling out, attacking anybody that wants to get anywhere near you, help you either. And that's where I came in. I got stomped on like a bug and energetically attacked. Because after that, I felt, I got an energy attack. Felt like I got a heart attack. And then my place flooded. The cats kept knocking over the water. And then the bathroom, even the ceiling fell through. And it flooded there too. Not as bad as the floor. The kitchen flooding was something else. It all happened around the same time. It's like a domino effect. Oh my gosh. So, and then they get scorned and they sell out Medusa type energies, and they start attacking people or anybody. And it's just, it's like, where does that go? It's like a human inferno. And witchcraft, you can't see it. You see it with some of these cults. Of course, people here, that's what magic is. You can't see it physically. But when you're under attack, trying to kill you or whatever it is, it's just, Well, I guess when you've been wounded so much to just go on the attack, and it doesn't have to make any sense. To keep you away, maybe even destroy you possibly. They don't care. Take your power if they can. Not thinking very clearly. And just like, where do you go from here? Especially kept feeling like, life has been pretty much ruined now. And this is at a young age, or, a age you're getting into the world and your future is pretty much thrown out the door, basically, because you're going to let that haunt you for the rest of your life. You're not healing from it. And so it just turned into a basket case, so... And witchcraft is very, it's so common. It's not always easy to detect, but those that have their darkness and then they're not getting their way, without mentioning any names or anything. So, well, even the witchcraft energy is keeping a lot of confusion here. Well, because they want to get what they want and have power over the people for whatever reason. Some of these spiritual groups, there's anywhere, but some of the spiritual groups for sure. Well, they have like a narrative, a story, like a spiritual story about the aliens, their version of it, for whatever reason. And who doesn't say they don't have like a vendetta against humanity? Which I wouldn't be surprised. Like, yeah, like Elena Denon, she might have like a chip on her shoulder towards people and just using them like sheep. It's working. Just getting a bunch of BS alien stuff. It's like, it's just like come off all friendly, nice, and in the long run just manipulating the shit out of everybody. Because what is it really, talking about all these aliens and all these groups, is like, what does it really do in the long run? You can't, unless you connect to it. I mean, connect to your own group, your own, it doesn't mean it's that person's version. Not that person's version's even real. It's just there to take people for a ride, and it works. I mean, you connect to your own not easily, but you can do it on your own, and none of this other nonsense matters. So, but a lot of people aren't doing that. They just need some kind of, I don't know if it's guidance or just they just want to connect to the aliens, and they just pull in whatever bullshit other people are throwing at them. So, yeah, how do you know? Like some of these, like Elena Denon's a good example. It's like, how do you know she doesn't just hate everybody? It's like, here's my fake aliens, and here's all these great experiences, and I'm a psychopath. So, just putting in witchcraft obviously is involved with that. And it's a clear example of it. So, yeah, it comes off as friendly, but very vindictive. So, and yeah, because this world is, it has so much amnesia, and people have trouble getting an understanding of it. They have to go through all this. And, well, like even the love and light groups, where's that? Now we're at war. So, I thought we were going to be at peace. How's that working for them? So, yeah, that can usually expand out to other places, no doubt. I mean, not just the Middle East, it can come to the U.S. easily somehow. So we'll see. Yeah, they've been talking about war with Iran forever. But yeah, some things just have to happen. Yeah, I don't think that though. Is the U.S. in bed with Israel? I mean, yes and no. I mean, you call it propaganda. Anyway, it's times need to change. And, it just, like a rock needs to be turned over. It's just the way it is. Whatever side you take, victimhood, whatever. The world has to go through it. Yeah, this is definitely the shift. Where it's heading, who knows? I mean, the world has to go through a massive change eventually, right? And the rise of machines is going to definitely come. It doesn't mean it's going to attack everybody. I doubt they're not that sophisticated. But they're definitely going to come in more. So we'll see how things turn out. So anyway, yeah, I guess I connect to the Palladians. Not that they can give too much onto this, but we'll see. So, all right. Okay, what's this? Here we go. Keep it kind of short tonight. What's this? Greetings, this is the Palladians. You can say this is a time of, yes, a reset. Also, information that's been buried is coming out slowly. You can say in your Epstein files, there's some information coming to it. It is a bit of a disclosure. Well, obviously there's much more to that whole situation. More families that are not mentioned, that are, yes, cabal connected, but also just, it's a wake-up call for society. Iran frequency is, is like a door opening to your new realm that you're going into. It might be a door of fire, conflict. It is the past. So think of it also as like you're clearing out the old energies. It is just, of course, there's other easier ways of going about it, but that wasn't, for this planet, you can say to speed things up, this is one way of doing it. Because things, all the other directions are tried, and they can go on for months or years and get nowhere. So this is just to, maybe not the best decision here, but it is to get things going. What's to come, like it or not. And yes, the society can change, evolve beyond all this, but it's not. Instead, it's just sort of wandering lost as usual. Many are not looking for themselves, they're just looking for someone to blame, you can say, to some level, or just, there's a lot of blame game going on, as some of you have noticed. As an observer, many are not taking responsibility for themselves, or just understanding themselves, or even they're trying to figure out mysteries. They go towards the conspiracies, but they're not there to understand their own, who they are. And some might, disclose themselves, maybe not in the best manners. But yeah, it's a time of awakening. Maybe not the awakening some of you are looking for, but it is. I've seen files showing a version of it, but there's more to come. Doesn't mean it has to be all like that. No, there'll be some alien disclosures here and there, but it's really more about human disclosure, releasing the past, evolving into a higher consciousness. That's like more important. Yes, of course, there's alien timelines. Yes, but you still have to kind of unravel what you're going through right now. You can't just have a new society connect to you when you're still trying to figure out who you are. So there's a lot of soul searching, as some of you say. And many of you are getting more grounded and less manipulated. But you're also feeling, you're feeling the growth of others, and that, yes, we're very slow. Even those that are on a spiritual path feel very slow. And taking kind of alternative routes. Well, some just need excitement in their life. And they might be going the wrong way, but, because it's, disinfo and all that. It just shows you how confused they are. But in your path here, those of you that feel a little bit more grounded as an observer, assisting society in its growth, not to judge. Doesn't mean you have to like everything. But you probably feel more disconnected from reality as you go forward. But the idea also is that you feel a safety net, meaning like you don't feel like you're left behind, that you will make it through this somehow. Maybe not the way you want, but you'll make it through it somehow.